This video is a visual representation of the quick start guide that is available inside the actuator and on the Bray website. There are three primary steps to calibration: setting the red close position, setting the black potentiometer, and setting the green open position. Here is a description of the NXT user interface. All safety precautions stated in the full operations manual must be read and understood before proceeding with this document. Warning: the electrical travel switches must be set to activate, depress, prior to reaching the mechanical travel stop bolts. Disconnect power supply before making electrical connections to avoid electric shock. Pull the hand wheel to disable the electric motor. Apply power to the terminals. For servo NXT electronic modules, adjust display settings using the arrow keys and check mark. Manually operate the actuator hand wheel clockwise until the valve reaches the full close position. This can be accomplished by using the dome valve position indicator. The camshaft slot should generally be perpendicular or parallel to the valve body and media pipe for the open and closed positions. Some versions of the S70 actuators have the camshaft slot offset by 90 degrees from this actuator. Cam locking screw must be loosened before each cam pot drive gear adjustment and retightened after each cam pot drive gear adjustment. It is likely that the rotation of one will move the other. Hold the other knobs or cams pot drive gear during adjustment. Rotate the red cam adjustment knob with a flathead screwdriver until the cam lobe just activates, depresses the switch from a clockwise direction. This can be accomplished by viewing the red valve position LED close light, or by listening for the second click sound from the travel limit switch. Note the first click sound comes from the auxiliary switch when applicable. The black potentiometer drive gear is not used for on-off actuators. Skip step 2.2. For NXT servo actuators, the potentiometer's volts direct current must be measured using a multimeter. Contact multimeter negative to feedback pot, common, white wire. Contact multimeter positive to feedback pot wiper, orange wire. Rotate the black potentiometer drive gear adjustment knob with a flathead screwdriver until the multimeter VDC measurement falls within 0.16 to 0.21 VDC in the closed position. Note: make gentle contact when bringing the mechanical stop in contact with the output gear. When tightening the nut, use 2 wrenches, one to hold the bolt in place and one to tighten the nut. Do not drive the mechanical stop into the internal segment gear and crack the plastic washer. With the travel switch in the closed position, rotate the hand wheel clockwise. This depends on the size. 1/2 turn for 300 to 600 inch-pound and 3,000 to 6,500 inch-pound actuators. 1 turn for 1,200 to 2,000 inch-pound actuators, and 2 turns for 13,000 to 18,000 inch-pound actuators. Adjust the closed travel stop bolt until it bottoms against the internal segment gear. and lock it in position with the lock nut. Manually operate the actuator hand wheel counterclockwise until the valve reaches the desired open position. For on-off actuators, rotate the green cam adjustment knob until the cam lobe just activates, depresses the switch from a counterclockwise direction. This can be accomplished by using a switch contact indicator device with lights and by listening for the second click sound from the throttle limit switch. For NXT servo actuators, the full open valve position will depend on the VDC measured at the appropriate potentiometer terminals. Manually rotate the actuator until the pot voltage is between 2.99 to 3.04 VDC. Rotate the green cam adjustment knob with a flathead screwdriver until the cam lobe just activates, depresses the switch from a counterclockwise direction. This can be accomplished by viewing the green valve position LED open light or by listening for the second click sound from the throttle limit switch. With the travel switch in the open position, rotate the hand wheel counterclockwise until the turns listed in step 2.3. Adjust the open travel stop bolt until it bottoms against the internal segment gear and lock it in position with the lock nut. For on-off actuators, electrically command the actuator full open and close to verify proper valve position. If positions are good, then calibration is complete. Otherwise, return to step 1 or contact Bray. For NXT servo actuators, put the servo NXT into auto calibration mode by pressing the auto calibration button. Wait approximately 2.5 to 7.5 minutes for the auto calibration to complete before moving to the next step. Electrically command the actuator full open and close to verify proper valve position and recheck potentiometer VDC measurements to the specifications below using command inputs. If position and potentiometer measurements are good, then the calibration is complete. Otherwise, return to step 1 or contact Bray. For the closed position, the potentiometer voltage should be within 0.10 to 0.26 VDC. For the open position, the voltage on the potentiometer should be between 2.94 to 3.10 VDC. For actuator sizes 13,000 inch-pounds and 18,000 inch-pounds, disable the motor stall detection. The stall detection feature can be disabled by simultaneously pressing and holding the up and down arrow keys for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, all valve position indicators will flash simultaneously for 1 second, indicating that the feature has been disabled.